Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back today to another video. And in today's video, we're talking about how you can get better aim. So these are my stats for the current season. We have about a week left into like season 4. Currently GM1. If we look at the leaderboard, like, okay, we have a couple of one above alls. Top 500 is still Celestial. This is Celestial 1. Bottom of top 500 is Celestial 2. So I'm not that far off. I'm actually kind of close. This is probably like the highest elo I've been ever, probably. It's probably like a peak. I think it's top 99.77%. And I main Hitscan. As you can see, I play Phoenix, Star-Lord, Psylocke. These are my top 3 most played. If you guys learned anything from today's video, all I ask is that you drop a like and a sub. Feel free to follow on Twitch if you want to see gameplay like this live, and join the Discord, please. Bro, it's so dry in there. Just join the Discord, bruh. Let me explain this, right? The reason that I played Phoenix is because this season was a season that I wanted to learn Phoenix. I did not play Phoenix when she released. I don't know why, but that's just how I am. Whenever a new character releases, I'll let everyone else play the character and then I'll play the character later. But yeah, so I have the most time on Phoenix. Second most played is Star-Lord. Now, the reason why my Star-Lord win rate is so high is because I feel like this guy is good this season, and Star-Lord is actually my comfort pick. I know some people might think it's like Psylocke, but I think my Star-Lord is better than my Psylocke currently. And with the current state of these two heroes, like, they pretty much play the same. I just like Star-Lord because of the mobility. Like, he's super fun to play, just fly around the map, fly to the back line, fly to your tanks and shoot the tanks, go back and rotate, like take 1v1s with her DPS. I think it's like really fun. Psylocke, she also has that like great mobility. I love the mobility on this hero. I love playing this hero. I would like to main her, but I feel like in the next season, like, she will be better than how she is now. Like, with the slight shuriken nerf, like, cool. Like, I don't mind hitting shots or whatever. I like to hit shots, but I just feel like Star-Lord is like more fun this season. And then if we compare ults, like Psylocke ult, people could just stack in it and then you get no value. Star-Lord ult, like, it's an aimbot ult. You can guarantee picks with this ult. I just feel like for the sake of ranked and securing picks and winning team fights, I think Star-Lord is the better pick, but that's just in my opinion. So, like, don't worry about Bucky, don't worry about Invis. These two, like, I wanted to learn how to play Bucky. I don't know how to play Bucky this season. Spider-Man, we're not going to talk about Spider-Man. And then Hela. I actually like to play Hela. I started playing Hela towards the end of the season, so a little bit up in like the higher elo like lobbies. And my current accuracy with Hela is 50%, so like I feel like that's pretty good. Psylocke, I have 41%. Star-Lord, I have 41%, and then Phoenix is 48% accuracy. And this is all in comp, by the way. I pretty much just only play comp. I don't really play like quick play or anything else. So now that we got that out the way, here's what I like to do to actually work on my aim. So first, what I like to do is I like to go into the practice range and shoot some bots. Now, the reason for this is just because I like to practice my aim. Like, I like to actively work on my aim. And if you don't know what I mean by actively working on my aim, let me try to break it down for you. Specifically for Psylocke, I feel like it was really hard to learn how to aim with this hero, especially first starting out when I was learning how to play this hero or when I wanted to play her better. She was like the second hero I had Lord, but I was still really bad at this hero. So when I would always switch to this hero, I felt like the sense was just way too high. I don't know why. Like, I would have the same sense with Psy compared to the rest of my heroes, but I just felt like the sense was way too high. So if you feel like that's a thing, I'm just gonna tell you, like, play the hero more. That's all you gotta do. Play the hero more. Because the more I played her, the more like normal aiming with her felt. I don't know if other people feel like this, but I do feel like some people kind of struggle with aiming with Psy. I don't know. The sense with her just never felt right. And I used to play on a really low sense. I just felt like the sense never felt right. But then I just grinded out games and played Psy and played Psy and played Psy. And now I feel like I can aim with her like the same as my other heroes. Now, my shooting method with Psylocke is clicking. Like, I do tap. That's how I shoot with this hero. I know some people hold, but me personally, I tap. I think especially with smaller targets, it helps me be more accurate. So yeah, I always go to the practice range and I shoot like 100, 200 bots. Let's say I want to practice with Psylocke, I'll shoot like 100 Lunas and then 100 Rocket just to practice on warm up. Like, I don't use the dash. I don't really do the combos. If anything, I'll do like shoot and then shuriken, like that combo. You know what I'm talking about? And the reason for that is because, right, this hero is Hitscan, but the shuriken is not Hitscan. Like, you see how most of them like went over there onto the wall? So you kind of have to like adjust. So that's something that I like to practice, like to try to land more shurikens. You see how all the shurikens landed on the bot? The way that I think of it is like Hitscan, Hitscan, Hitscan. If I'm going to shoot a shuriken, like lead a little bit in the front. So like, let's say I'm shooting, 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 and then like I will probably aim right here, like a little bit in front. So like I'll be shooting, 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 and then aim a little bit in the front for my shurikens. Shooting, 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 aim a little bit in the front so I can land like all the shurikens. If you instant recall the shurikens, like they won't land, but if you like throw out all the shurikens and let them sit on the enemy, like you'll have them land. Now with 𝘍𝘰, like I did not play 𝘍𝘰 early on. I felt like my aim early on was just terrible, and it was terrible because I've never played a game where you have to aim before, I can't lie. So like everyone was saying 𝘍𝘰 was broken, but if you watch me play 𝘍𝘰 early on, I would be able to convince you that this hero was garbage. Most of the time I'll go over like in here. I'll practice over here shooting bots. I love to spend time in the practice range and just practice like shooting, like try to take like the hard shots. Sometimes I'll just be in here like, okay, shoot that guy once, shoot this guy once, turn over here, shoot this guy once, and then look back, shoot that guy. Things like that I like to do in the practice range. When it comes to like how do you aim, this was a big question that I had early on. The way that I like to aim is first identify my target. So let's say I want to shoot this bot right here, right? My crosshair might be over here, but like my eyes are on the target. So like, okay, I see my target, and then I will be looking at my target and then try to get my crosshair onto my target. So I'm looking at my target and then get my crosshair on the target. And now my vision is like I see my crosshair on my target. I think that's something that's kind of difficult for people, is like, what do I look at really when I aim, or like how do I aim? So I think that's kind of how I work on my aim technique. Like I'll look at my target and then get my crosshair on the target. And then there's something called click timing. Once you establish pretty much that you have your crosshair on your target, that's when you click. At least that's like my method for aiming. First see your target, get your crosshair on your target, and then when you think the time is right, click. Now if you're like a Starlord player, it's a little bit different because I tap on Psylocke, Phoenix, 𝘍𝘰, I tap on all these heroes, but Starlord, he's tracking based, right? So you have to track. So like I like to go in range, practice his movement, practice flipping, and just keep working on my aim technique. Flying through the sky, like I'm still trying to look at my target and get my crosshair on the target. Like that's something that I like to practice in the practice room. Now, as for sense, so this is what I play on. I'm playing on 1.9 800 DPI. A long time ago, I used to play on 1.1, 1.0, like below 1 cent at 800 DPI, and it was really slow. Now, I'm gonna tell you this about sense. If you are blaming your sensitivity for the reason that you can't hit shots or aim, that's not true. Now, the reason that I say this specifically is because, so like if you're a little bit more sweaty, you want to be a little bit more of a tryhard, I do aim training. And in aim training, now with aim training, you kind of learn to play on different senses. In my mind, a really good aimer is someone who's able to just turn on random sensitivity and be able to hit shots on any sensitivity. So this is something that I personally believe. And because of this, when I play in aim trainer, I play on 5 cm per 360, like a really high sense. And the reason for that is because I really want to work on my mouse control. That's pretty much like what aiming is. Aiming is like eye-hand coordination, being able to control your mouse and move it to the position that obviously your brain tells you that you want to shoot at. Move it to the target. So just know, if you think it's your sense, it's not your sense. Most likely it's you. But if you're playing on a really low sense, you gotta at least be able to 180 fast, because if a panther dives you, he's doing 180s. You gotta be able to do 180s as well, so you can process where this guy is at. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say about sense. I know some people out there are gonna be like, oh, like perfect sense, like what's the perfect sense? There is no perfect sense. The closest you'll find to a perfect sense is something that you feel comfortable playing on. And also, like, peripherals don't matter, bruh. I play on a wired mouse. I play on an Amazon mouse pad. Well, it's like a desk pad. The only thing that I have that's, I guess you could call modified, is new skates on my mouse. Like a couple months back, probably at this point, I got some new skates for my mouse. And the only reason I got new skates is because the skates on my mouse were worn out. They're like 5 years old or something. So like I said, I do use aim labs. So I use voltaic routines. Like 99% of the time I use voltaic routines when I'm aim training. Join the voltaic Discord, and in here, right here under resources, it has all the resources that you need. So we have guides, aim labs resources, Kovacs resources. So if you use aim labs like I do, I use the VDIM. And what this is, it's just a daily improvement method, voltaic daily improvement method. And I'll play this, like, here's a Monday routine, Tuesday routine, Wednesday routine, Thursday routine, all the way to Saturday, there's routine. So let's say I use this mouse sensitivity converter. As you can see right here, my CM per 360 is 34. So this is like my in-game CM per 360. So if we go right here to settings, as you can see, game profile, Marvel Rivals, I don't think this does anything. And if we go to my mouse sense, 5, right? 360, it's in centimeters right there. Like if you read the description, it says it's in centimeters. I play on 5. And some might say this is a really fast sense, and I do agree. But if you want to see me play on the sense, I'll play on the sense right now. So there we go. I play on 5 CM per 360. First, this is like my first run of the day. As you can see, my high score for this is 155. I'm like kind of close. And I use 5 CM for every single scenario. When I was first learning and practicing aim training and learning how to aim and stuff like that, I would use different senses. Like maybe for one scenario, if it was static clicking, I would play on like 80 CM or 60 CM or 40 CM or 30 CM. I would play on all these different senses. But then one day I just decided I wanted to play on 5 just because I want to play on 5 and work on mouse control with 5. Back to the sense argument. No, there is no perfect sense. Just find a sense and play on the sense. And if your aim is bad, it's because you need to practice your mouse control. And everyone's gonna miss shots, okay? You're gonna miss shots, but if you want to actually do better at aiming, I recommend just finding one sense, sticking to that sense, and playing on that sense. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be like my advice if you want to aim better on these heroes and just be a better hit scan. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Aim labs, I specifically recommend it for hit scan. Like, I don't like to play no more. I can play a little bit of Bucky, but I don't really like to play Bucky. Like, I don't like to play Mag. I can play some Mantis, even though Mantis is projectile. But like, to actually work on my hit scan and get better at those heroes, I grind out aim labs. So yeah, this is what I personally did to improve my aim. This is how I got to like the rank that I got to. I feel like I worked hard for it. So yeah, if you guys are looking for like aim coaching or anything like that, feel free to join my Discord. In-game coaching, feel free to join the Discord. I love to do coaching. If you want to just join the community and help grow the community, I appreciate that too. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. If you guys enjoyed the video, all I ask is like and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.